WWE has always been larger than life, heroes, villains, and stories that push the boundaries of entertainment. But some moments went too far. Brutal violence, shocking betrayals, and controversies that left fans asking, should this have been censored? Tonight, we're diving into the most jaw-dropping, jaw-breaking, and jaw-droppingly controversial WWE moments that the world witnessed. But maybe shouldn't have. Buckle up, because this is about to get unfiltered. The chair should shock the world. Wrestling fans love drama, but what happened in 1999 crossed the line. The Rock, and honestly, it should have been censored. Brian Pillman, Steve Austin. 1996. WWE blurred the lines between reality and storyline. Brian Pillman, injured and recovering at home, went live on TV. Steve Austin, the ultimate rebel, stormed his house. But then, things got out of control. Brian Pillman pulled out a gun. Live on national television. This was no longer sports entertainment. This was fear. Fans at home believed someone might actually get shot on Monday Night Raw. In 2007, WWE pulled off one of the most shocking stunts ever. Vince McMahon, the evil genius, walked into his limousine. And boom, the car exploded on live TV. Life tragedy of Chris Benoit happened just weeks later. WWE had to abandon the storyline. This stunt blurred the line between dressed as Kane, got into a funeral home coffin. With a mannequin representing Kane's dead girlfriend, Katie Vick. Yes, WWE televised a necrophilia storyline. Fans were outraged. The massacre of ECW. ECW was hardcore, barbed wire, fire, broken glass. But when WWE tried to revive ECW, they pushed the limits of what could air on TV. From Sandman's brutal beatdowns to blood pouring in buckets, some matches felt more like horror movies than wrestling. Eddie Guerrero, one of the all-time greats, was a master of storytelling. But in 2005, WWE created one of the most controversial storylines ever. Eddie claimed he was the real father of Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic. This led to a ladder match for the custody of a child. Fans were torn between laughing, crying, and cringing. Looking back, maybe WWE should have censored this wild idea. Too real to air uncensored. The tragedy of Owen Hart. 1999. Over the Edge. Owen Hart, one of the most beloved wrestlers, was set to make a superhero-like entrance from the rafters. But the stunt went wrong. Owen tragically fell to his death in front of thousands of fans. WWE continued the show that night, a decision that many believe should have never happened. To this day, it's one of the darkest at home. Traumatized. Even WWE admitted later, they went too far, when reality went too sometimes. They didn't just dance. They dove headfirst. WWE has given us unforgettable memories to line. And when WWE crossed it, fans were left with scars they'll never forget. Some moments inspire. Some moments excite. But these moments? These are the moments that should have been censored. Now that we've relived the moments that shook WWE to its core, it's time to step back and ask the question, why? Why did these moments air uncensored? Why did they push the limits? And what do they mean for the legacy of WWE? The power of shock. Let's be honest. We all remember these moments not because they were safe, but because they were shocking. While shock grabs attention, it doesn't always earn respect. Fans remember the pain, the discomfort, the what were they thinking? And that's why many of these moments stand as a warning, not a highlight. The price of pushing too far. Every uncensored moment came with a price. Wrestlers put their health, and sometimes their lives, on the line. Families were dragged into storylines. Real tragedies collided with scripted entertainment. Think about Owen Hart's fall. Think about Pillman's gun. These weren't just wrestling angles, they were human lives, raw emotions, real consequences. And WWE learned the hard way, some boundaries should never be crossed. The fan perspective. But let's not forget the fans, the lifeblood of WWE. Some cheered. Some booed. But almost all felt conflicted. Parents shielded their kids' eyes. Critics slammed WWE in the media. And yet, those same moments skyrocketed ratings. Because no matter how uncomfortable, fans couldn't look away. The crowd became part of the story. Their gasps, their outrage, their silence, told the world that these weren't just matches. They were moments of history. Lessons WWE learned. Today, WWE is more polished, more controlled. Blood is rare. Storylines are carefully written. But that wasn't always the case. The Attitude Era thrived on chaos. The Ruthless Aggression Era thrived on intensity. And in both, WWE sometimes forgot where the line was. Yet, out of those mistakes came lessons. A safer workplace, smarter storytelling, and a realization that sometimes, censorship isn't weakness, it's protection.